Hello and good evening. I'm Carlos and welcome to News at 10. Well, the headlines in a moment, but first, Indonesian budget airline jet Sriwijaya Air with more than 50 people on board is feared to have crashed into the sea after the Boeing 737 lost contact with air traffic control on Saturday. Well, flight SJY-182 lost contact from capital Jakarta en route to Pontianak in West Kalimantan province, with rescuers said suspected debris had been found in the sea. Officials have set up a temporary emergency center at Soekarno-Hatta International Airport after the news broke. Well, the last contact they had with flight SJY-182 was at 2:20 p.m. local time. And there were 62 people on board, comprising 56 passengers and 6 flight crew. The usual flight time is about 90 minutes, and the aircraft is a 27-year-old Boeing 737-500, according to registration details included in the tracking data. Sriwijaya Air said in a statement it is still gathering more detailed information regarding the flight before it can make any statement. The Health Ministry, the MOH, has recommended to the National Security Council, the MKN, to tighten controls on inter-district, interstate travel if COVID-19 cases in the country continue to rise. Health Minister Dr. Adam Baba said the step was necessary because there was an increase in COVID-19 cases lately, which is believed to have arisen from allowing inter-district and interstate travel beginning December. Apart from this, Dr. Adam said the rise in cases was also due to active measures to implement screening on all foreign workers in the manufacturing and construction sectors beginning January.
Pada kes yang didaftarkan, direkodkan 2,000, ada yang 3,000 lah yesterday. Sebelum ni 2,000 dan 1,000 kes. Kes sporadik dengan kes bukan warga negara yang diuji melalui pengesanan yang kita telah wajibkan, dia hampir sama ya. Jadi 50% lah. Jadi kes sporadik ni ialah kes yang saya maksudkan kes dalam komuniti yang dijangkiti melalui rentas daerah, rentas negeri, dan juga berlaku bila ada gathering, bila ada perhimpunan.
Yesterday, Senior Minister for Security, Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri Yaakob, at a press conference in the federal capital, had said that Prime Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin will make a special announcement on Monday regarding the action to be taken by the government to deal with the recent spike in COVID-19 cases. He said that the government is also studying and evaluating the actions that need to be taken immediately to control the spread of COVID-19, including possible tightening of the SOPs for the social sector to reduce movement and risk of COVID-19. Well, the Health Ministry welcomes suggestions from local companies to implement the first plasma fractionation plant in the country. And this is to replace the Commonwealth Serum Laboratory, or CSL, located in Australia, as the government's main source of plasma products. According to Health Minister Dr. Sri Adam Baba, a local plasma fractionation plant is projected to produce 300,000 litres of plasma in the span of 1 year. Previously, the government sends off about 80,000 packs of blood a year to CSL to obtain processed plasma.
Plasma derived medicine product, yang mana kebanyakan produk-produk ini kita dapat daripada pasaran biasa, dan ada juga yang terkini kita menggunakan formula menghantar darah untuk diproses di Australia. Vaksinasi plasma dilakukan di luar negara, jadi kita perlu untuk cuba supaya untuk membina pusat vaksinasi plasma kebangsaan.
The government will also involve the rakyat as an important stakeholder via engagement to ensure the success of the National Plasma Fractionation Program. In a related development, the rate of blood obtained from voluntary donors has dropped to about 500,000 donors compared to 743,000 in 2019. Well, Dr. Sri Adam explained that the drop of almost 40% donors was caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, which rose concern in both donors and recipients alike. Following this, the people are called upon to increase blood donations to achieve the optimum blood supply level in the country. An adequate supply of blood is vital for emergency transfusions involving accidents or other critical cases.
Sebenarnya perlu ada stok dalam tambahan di semua pusat-pusat kutipan darah kita dan juga di pusat darah negara, kerana at any time kita perlukan bekalan darah kepada kes-kes yang memerlukan seperti kemalangan jalan raya, kemalangan tempat kerja, ibu-ibu yang mengandung.
In addition, non-government organizations or NGOs are also urged to implement blood donation drives to achieve this goal. Well, 3 areas, 1 in Negeri Sembilan and 2 in Johor, will be placed under an extended enhanced movement control order or EMCO from 11 to 24th January. The Senior Minister for Security, Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri Yaakob, said the authorities decided to extend the EMCO at the Jelubu prison and prison staff living quarters in Negeri Sembilan on the advice of the Health Ministry. While he added that the government also agreed to extend the EMCO at the Johor Bahru Correctional Centre and its staff living quarters in Jalan Ulu Chow Pontian and at the Dewan Arena Segitiga in Mukim Kota Tinggi. Well, the Dewan Arena Segitiga currently house inmates from the Kota Tinggi District Police Lockup. The Senior Minister added that at Dewan Arena Segitiga, 171 screenings were done and 164 positive cases were recorded thus far. And at the Johor Bahru Correctional Centre, he said 1,376 screenings were done, and of that, 516 positive cases were recorded. At the Jelubu prison, he said 1,694 screenings were done, and of that, 459 were found to be positive. Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri said the extension was made as the Health Ministry stated that the positivity rate at these places are still high, and there is still a high infection rate even after the second screening. On another routine MCO matter, well, Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri said the police apprehended 372 individuals for going against the SOPs, and they were all given compounds. The Security Minister said most of the offences included activities at entertainment outlets, failure to record customer details, and not wearing the face masks. Well, at the borders, under the ongoing Ups Benting, Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri said 26 illegal immigrants were nabbed and 9 land vehicles seized, adding that a total of 113 roadblocks were also mounted nationwide. Sanitation of public places, namely in 22 red zones in various states, were also conducted. Well, the country's daily COVID-19 cases continue to record 4 digits with 2,451 cases today. While Selangor was identified as the state with the most new infections. Health Director General Tan Sri Dr. Nur Hisham Abdullah in a statement said this brings the total number of cases to 133,559 with 26,185 active cases. And he added that 1,401 more patients have recovered, taking the recovery tally to 106,832. Well, Tan Sri Dr. Nur Hisham also said that 5 fatalities were reported today. The death toll now stood at 542. In addition, he said there are 177 patients currently being treated in ICU and 82 of them require breathing assistance. The Health DG said 5 new clusters were also recorded in the country today, which included 2 from workplaces, while 6 other clusters ended. He added that the 5 new clusters are located in Johor, Penang, Sarawak, Melaka and Terengganu. Tenaga Nasional Berhad TNB will do a comprehensive assessment on losses it suffered once the floods that have hit Pahang, Kelantan, Terengganu and Johor currently are over. Its chairman, Datuk Seri Mazir Khalid, said TNB has experienced this before in 2014 when many TNB assets like substations were damaged due to floods. So many things have been done over the years to protect their assets. Elaborating further, Datuk Seri Mazir, citing an example, said locations of substations before were at lower levels but now on higher ground to prevent floodwaters to reach these assets. He also said that once the assessment was done, TNB will undertake all repair work as quickly as possible to ensure the affected areas regain electricity supply.
InsyaAllah dalam seminggu lagi kot, bila dah surut sikit kita akan kira. Tapi kita repair terus. Kita repair terus sebab kita tak nak bagi masyarakat tak ada bekalan elektrik. Kalau dapat selesaikan terus repair. Kalau tak repair, kena bawa genset. Bawa genset, masukkan genset untuk dapatkan bekalan elektrik.
He added that TNB had temporarily shut down substations in certain flood-hit areas to avoid safety issues that could endanger the lives of residents. national defense system safe and secure from cyber threats. Well, the Education Ministry will announce an update on the reopening status of schools nationwide after Prime Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin's special announcement on Monday regarding the action to be taken by the government to deal with the recent spike in COVID-19 cases. Well, Senior Minister for Education Dr. Rasmi, however, declined to comment further on whether all schools will reopen on 20th January as scheduled earlier. Speaking at the ministry's Back to School 2021 program at Desa Rejang People's Housing Project, PPR, in Kuala Lumpur, he also said that the government remained committed towards ensuring that students can return to school without compromising their safety.
Maka pengumuman Perdana Menteri itu akan memberi satu kerangka yang besar dan kami akan perjelaskan perkara-perkara berkaitan dengan persekolahan selepas pengumuman oleh Yang Amat Berhormat Perdana Menteri.
The government's decision on the matter will be based on the feedback from the stakeholders. The Malaysian Armed Forces ATM assures that the national defense system is safe and secure from cyber threats. Defense Forces Chief General Tan Sri Effendi Buang said the national defense system is always updated periodically.
Percubaan untuk mengodamkan data kita telah dilakukan, kan, dan kita dapat menjejaki dan juga menghalang dia daripada masuk terus. Yes, it is there. At this point of time, kan, buat masa ni dengan apa teknologi yang kita ada ni, dengan keupayaan yang Malaysia nak gunakan, kita masih dapat bertahan.
Speaking at an event at the federal capital, he said ATM also has the capabilities to break attempts of cyber attacks at the earliest phase by constantly renewing their defenses from time to time. At the same time, efforts are being made to identify any aspects that needs to be fixed or improved as quickly as hacking technology evolves. Well, Malaysian citizens holding permanent resident or PR status who are working in Singapore are now eligible to apply for the Periodic Commuting Arrangement or PCA scheme, according to the High Commission of Malaysia in Singapore. Now, the High Commission, in its official Facebook post, said the PCA application process for this category will begin this 11th January. Well, the Commission said the inclusion of this category of workers in the PCA scheme will allow more Malaysian workers in Singapore to apply for short-term leave after working in Singapore for at least 90 consecutive days. The Commission also said it is important to note that all workers returning to Singapore after their short-term leave are subjected to the prevailing border health measures by the government of the Republic of Singapore. The initial PCA, which kicked in on 17th August last year, only allows Singapore and Malaysia residents who hold long-term immigration passes for business and work purposes in the other country to enter for work purposes. The PCA is a safe travel lane agreed between the two governments to support companies in Singapore and Malaysia by facilitating the movement of workers between both countries. The cross-border travel between Malaysia and Singapore has been tightened since March last year to mitigate the spread of COVID-19. For more information, the High Commission said the workers may visit the Immigration and Checkpoints Authority of Singapore's website. To sell Taman Maluri land for 52 million ringgit. Well, Badminton Association of Malaysia, BAM Council members have unanimously agreed to sell a piece of land owned by the association in Taman Maluri, Cheras, to the Taylor's Education Group for 52 million ringgit. Well, the decision was reached during BAM's 75th annual general meeting, which took place at Academy Badminton Malaysia, or ABM, in Bukit Kiara today. Its president, Tan Sri Muhammad Norzan Zakaria, said the council members agreed to sell the land following a thorough tender process, which was chaired by Putrajaya Badminton Association Deputy President, Dato Sri Muhammad Shukri Abdul. Commenting further, he explained that they agreed to sell the land to Taylor's Education Group, which was determined to get the land under their name after renting for almost 20 years.
government has decided to only finance the operation of ABM for the next 2 years. That is this year and last year and this year. So from 2022, ABM will have to be financially independent and run on its own cost and business model. So with this sale of a property, which is not our core business, therefore most of the proceeds will go into one, basically paying all creditors of ABM. We will also set up a foundation to run ABM.
Initially, BAM operated from Taman Maluri in 1992 before moving to several places, including Bukit Jalil, and finally moving to ABM in 2017. He said this to reporters after chairing the AGM. This evening, in our top story, MOH wants travel controls tightened if cases continue to rise. Well, join us for updates at noon at 12:30 tomorrow on TV Dua. I'm Mohammed Amin Carlos. Thanks for watching. Have a pleasant night ahead. Bye for now.